Yeah, early mornings, even that is like not great, right? Because our overnight lows aren't falling below the 90s. And so not a ton of time to cool things off. That's why we have those first alert days through Monday. Again, just to give you that heads up as we track this heat wave, look at temperatures outside right now. A 112 in Phoenix. We have 113 in Peoria. Surprise, 111 right now in Glendale. Our high today was 113. So it is going to be a warm evening. Temperatures in the triple digits all the way through 8 p.m. tonight. And then hotter temperatures are on the way for the next couple of days. We'll go 94, our overnight low tonight. The record is 91, so it's likely we'll break that overnight low record, and a 116 tomorrow. Our heat warning still in effect through Monday. The National Weather Service did extend that through Monday evening. So look at high temperatures tomorrow. 99 for Prescott, 103 in Sedona. We'll go 88 in Flagstaff, and a 118 tomorrow out in Lake Havasu. So far this year, we've had a 117 here in Phoenix, our hottest temperature so far. 118 was the hottest temperature. We've had a couple of years we've hit that, including the last 2 years. We have had a 119 in July. That happened back in 2023, and our hottest July temperature ever here in Phoenix, that was 121. We set that back in 1995. So here's our heat dome kind of just positioned right over us, and that's what's going to keep those temperatures much warmer than normal over the next couple of days. 116 tomorrow would tie a record. 117 on Saturday looks to be the peak of our heat, and that would break a record. 115 on Sunday could break the record of 114. We'll hang on to 114 by Monday. Then finally temperatures come down closer to seasonal by Wednesday and Thursday, with a slight rain chance Wednesday evening.